I should not desire these things. There is no point. That is Aradhyatma pradam devam swatmanam jagdishwaram Kovrnite gunasparsham budhasat narkepiyat. So he says, after worshipping the Lord who gives his very self, who is the supreme controller, master, owner of the universe, who is actually our very self, then who is a person who would maybe it was not hooked. Yes. So he says that who will stop now. So he says that who would like anything which is material. Ko vrinita gunasparsham. Guna also means senses, means that which is contacted by the senses, sense objects. Who would like these sense objects which are temporary, which are material and which come to an end? So he said that it is useless to desire anything like this. At least intelligent person would not ask. Buddha means intelligent. Why he says Syat narkya priyat? Because these things you will get even in hell. Means anywhere. Sense objects you can get anywhere without worshipping the Lord. So why waste your worship to get which you are going to get anyway? That's not very intelligent. Tadidam mama daurjanyam balishasya mahiyasi shantumarasi matastum dishtya garbho mritotitaha. So therefore he says that, O my mother, you are very great. Please forgive the wicked behavior of me who is foolish, and it is by great fortune that your baby or your womb has come alive, although I tried to cut it. So please forgive me for that. You please forgive, because you are great, you are mahiyasi. Little bit of flattering is necessary. So please call me out. You are very great. I am balish, I am stupid, I am foolish. So this is Indra speaking. So obviously if he says like this, what she can do now? He has already put her on a high platform and he himself fallen on the ground. You see, humility is very important.
What?
Humility.
I think Indra is like that. He always comes up as the example of a foolish king who's caught up in materialistic life, and then he always does stupid things.
Right. The good thing is that he accepts it. So, although he's a great person, no doubt. He's one of the gods, one of the devas. He's a vibhuti, Pakashasana, Namuchasuda, so many names for Indra. There are putras, Vedas for Indra. But he takes a humble position when there is a need for that. So humility is very important, even materially. And spiritual, of course, it doesn't work without humility. So that is another lesson we have to learn. How Indra, he became so humble, he took a very humble position to serve the enemy's mother, doing all the menial service, and then speaking so humbly. So he is doing this to gain something material. What is the problem if he can actually gain Krishna to be humble? Right? So this is what Indra said, and there is nothing much in this chapter. 2 more verses we can complete. Indrastabhyam anugyata suddha bhavena krishnaya marudbhi sahitam natva jagamat mudivam prabhu. So Sukadeva Goswami did not say what was the reaction of Diti. He said that Indra took permission from her, and Suddha Bhavena Krishnaya, she was satisfied, and along with Maruta, he went to the heavenly planet after paying obeisances to her. Evam te sarvamakyatam yanmam tam parichukshasi mangalam marutam yanmam. He said, in this way I have explained everything to you, what you have asked, and how the auspicious birth of Maruta happened. What more would you like to hear from me? Okay. So this is the end of chapter number 18. We'll stop here. If there is any question.
I have a question. I want to get back to this question that devotion to the Lord is the most selfless thing. But at the same time, we're saying that it's the thing that will get you the most. So if you understand this, and you understand that devotion will give you the most benefit, and you act to achieve this benefit, is it not the definition of selfishness? You're working for your own benefit, you just understand what is your benefit. And those people who pursue material desires, they're just stupid.
That's what he said, that they are the most selfish people.
So it means that there is no such thing as selfless. It's essentially clever selfishness.
Yeah, it's a matter of definition. What we call selfless is not working for anything material. That's what is called selfless. Because the meaning of word self, usually people understand this physical body. Mind-body complex is called self. So when we use that when we say someone is selfish, what we mean is that the person is only working for his physical body and mind. But now when you use the word self in a higher sense, then it has a different connotation. Then selfishness is desirable. Because our whole purpose of human life is to attain that self. That is called Atma Sakshatkar, self-realization. Right? So self-realization is selfishness, isn't it?
Yes.
So there the meaning of word self is not the common meaning of self. Therefore that is desirable.
Another question. You were talking about God being bothered by people requests or something like this. So then you were talking in kind of figurative sense, because how God can be bothered by anything. So what exactly do you mean by this?
What I mean is that when somebody approaches God and asks material, then God thinks that since he has approached me, why shall I give him only material? That is me. Like a good doctor, when a patient comes, then patient is saying that please, I want to eat this food. I like this. The doctor knows that this is not good for him. So he does not recommend that he eat this. He gives something which will cure his disease and also satisfy his desire.
So essentially you are saying that by his nature, God has to respond to anybody who comes and asks for something.
His response is not that he only gives what person is asking, but he gives in a way that he becomes spiritually perfect.
And another thing, if I may, you said that to achieve there are three powers in a person in the process.
There are
three powers in the person, in the process, and in the goal itself, say God. And in the case of God as a goal, he is powerful enough that one achieves perfection even if the process in the person is not powerful at all. So it's
even,
kind of,
which means even approaching imperfectly.
yeah. So it's kind of, you have three switches in one bulb, electrical bulb. And to turn on the bulb, it's enough to push one switch, right? Yes. So what's the meaning to work and push three switches? If you can get the same thing with one.
What is the meaning? Because you are expected to do something on your part. That is his, that depends on him. Then what have you done as a practitioner? So it is expected that you do your part, he will do his part.
But then why say that if you even do whatever, almost nothing, just...
That is not the meaning of, see, again we have to understand the intention of the speaker. The intention of the speaker is that don't take to other process. Take to this process because this process is so powerful. If you take to yoga, then in yoga the goal is not which will help you. It's only the practice and the person. The goal doesn't have any potency like this. So that is just to compare so that you know that this is the process I should follow.
Okay, so just to highlight the process.
About the humility Buddha, because he shows some kind of humility because it was in his advantage.
Yeah, and I'm saying that is also in our advantage to be humble. He's doing it for some material gain and you will have spiritual gain. So you should be actually more humble than him. That's what he is already saying. What is the use of getting something material? He's saying nice things, although he's not following it himself. Or rather, he's following it only for material purpose.
This is more observation, not a question, that the story with cutting an embryo into 7 pieces and then into another 7 pieces and getting the same embryo again and again, in its structure it's very similar to the fractals that physicists talk so much about today.
Yes. So stop. So what is the problem with this?
I think it's just the power